Now, so I'm pretty sure we can see that there, yeah?
So 3, 2, 1, we'll start.
3, 2, 1, and we're starting. So the first exercise we're going to do is a bench squat. So I just want to show you. Is that too high for me? I'm going to show
Just do
you.
your body weight.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just do my body weight. So I'm going to get the swing here for now. So I'm going to put this on my back, level out. And the first thing we're going to do is tuck in our elbows, have a nice wide stance. We're going to maintain neutral spine, make sure our feet are in line, your hands are tucked in, and we're going to engage our core. We're going to go slowly down. Make sure our knees are over our feet, so we don't maintain all this pressure over our knees. Now, if you want, you can use this, or you can use the bar one. Yeah.
And how many sets are you doing?
You're gonna do 3 sets of 8.
Okay.
Make sure your knees are out as you go down, so you don't put all the pressure on your knees. Well done. Engage your core, make sure your chest is up as you go up. Hips are in flexion, glutes, quads and gastrocnemics are agonist. Knee is in flexion, ankle is in dorsiflexion. If you have trouble going all the way down and maintain too much pressure on your knees, you want to go again? When you're ready?
Yeah. Need a break.
Yeah, you need a break. That's alright. Did you have any trouble there?
No, it was grand, eh?
So everything I explained was perfect?
Yeah, it was grand, eh?
And you're comfortable with that way, yeah?
It's a bit light, yeah.
It's a bit light?
Yeah.
Oh, we're just going to leave the bar for today.
Okay.
You can go again when you're ready.
Yeah.
Elbows are tucked in, nice wide stance, and squat. Well done. Neutral spine. To engage your core so that you have a neutral spine. No butt wink effect, that's perfect. Well done. So you just have one more set left. Take your time. The next time when we do this, I'm going to get where's the sweeping brush? I'm just going to show that your spine is straight with the
Cool.
Ready? Let me get this taken out. No, it's not.
Alright, go again.
You ready? Elbows tucked in, nice wide stance. Hips are in flexion, glutes, quads and hamstrings are activated. Make sure you rely your glutes and hamstrings on this squat rather than your... That's perfect. That's perfect, your spine is completely neutral. Well done. Now the next exercise we're going to do is the goblet squat. So, do you want to... What plate are you comfortable with using with?
Start with the 5, build our way up.
Yeah, that's perfect. So before we get started, I'm going to make sure that my elbows are tucked in. I have a nice wide stance. While I'm holding this, I want to tuck it underneath my chin so my chest comes up. And so that my spine stays neutral rather than if I'm just holding it like that, you know? So you want to make sure you're holding the weight here, just under your chin, and keep your spine straight at all times. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3. Just the exact same as last time, except you're holding the weight underneath your chin. Now, we're gonna have a go.
How many sets and reps?
We're doing 3 sets of 8.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure our hips are in flexion, glutes, quads, and gastrocnemics are agonist. Knee is in flexion, knee is in dorsiflexion. You also pretend like you're sitting back in a chair, if that helps. It's good to keep the kettlebell or the plate underneath your chin to help bring the chest up into correct position.
Cool.
Would you like to go up a way?
I'll stay like that. I'm comfortable with this.
Grand, that's perfect. Take your time. If you have any questions, just ask.
No problem.
Wide stance. Spine is neutral. Engage core. When you're ready, if you're comfortable, is it okay if I use this? Bring
Go
my
ahead.
back. Make sure your head is facing forwards, not up, so that you don't strain your neck. Again, up. And again. Perfect. Keep going. Well done. Well done. You just have one more set left. When you're ready, take your time. Do you have any questions?
No, all good.
Take your time. And last one. You sure you don't want to go for it? Chest up. Eye line through to the wall. Great mobility in your ankles. You can see that your knees are going forward and not staying in one position.
Cool.
Perfect. Thank you. Now the next exercise we're going to do is a back squat, which is A3. We're going to do 3 sets of 8, and we're going to use the bar if you're comfortable with that, or we can use the broom.
Yeah, back squat with the barbell, yeah.
Grand. So just take your time. If you want to sit down, you can. Like,
I'm good.
are you sure?
Let's get it done.
Grand. Now, I'm going to show you. I'm going to go through a few steps just to keep your head fresh. And, yeah. Make sure you can see that. I'm going to take a nice wide stance. I'm going to tense my core to keep maintaining neutral spine. I'm going to, when I go down, I'm going to be maintaining all my weight towards my glutes and hamstrings and quads rather than put all the pressure on my lower back so I don't injure myself. So I'm going to go down now. Breathe in and out. Have a good look at my knees and make sure that they're going forward over my feet, so I'm not putting all the pressure on my lower back. Does that look okay to you?
Yeah. Similar to the first one.
Yeah, it is. All squats are similar, just using different modifications, you know. When you're ready, go ahead, just take your time.
How many sets and reps?
We're doing 3 sets of 8 for the back squat. Make sure your elbows are tucked in, nice wide stance. Feet out in front for balance. Sit back as if you're in a chair to help. Well done. Neutral spine, engage core. Chest is up. Perfect. For the last set, I'm gonna put the camera up against your knees and show how your knees are going forward and stuff like that, and how you don't have the butt wink effect.
Cool.
Which is very good. Your squats are really good. Doing it for years, I can tell. Yeah, I'm gonna get the camera up against, show Keith's knees. Now.
Watch your head, I don't hit you with the barbell, right?
Yeah. Perfect. Hips are in flexion, glutes, quads, and gastrocnemius are agonists. As you see here, the knee is flexion. The knees are going over the ankles because the ankles are in dorsiflexion. Keith's ankle mobility is very mobilized. Well done. Now, put that back up there. Do we have one more set left, probably?
Yeah, buddy.
One more set left. Wide stance. Well done. Perfect. The next exercise is the wall hip hinge movement, and we're gonna just use the sweeping brush up behind you because we're just gonna be doing it against the wall so that we can see that your glutes are hitting off the wall. In this, it's basically the same as a bench squat except you're just doing a wall hip hinge. It's more like a good morning exercise, but yeah, and we're gonna do 3 sets of 8, and we're going to okay, so I'm gonna bring the camera over to the wall. I'd say we could do it against here, and I'll just move the bins up.
Babe. Babe. Come here. Say hi.
Seriously. For sake. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the camera around. I actually don't think I can. Okay, we're gonna go against this wall here.
You show me first.
Yeah, so you want to put the camera towards me. So, yeah, can you get a good angle from here?
You have to lift the camera now.
I can't. I don't think I can.
That's silly.
I know. It's a new iPhone and all. Right, so you have to get the angle here, Key. You just have to kind of squeeze in there. Right. Okay, so when we're doing this exercise, we could also modify this as well to make it a lot easier. I'll show you that in a sec. So basically what we're doing is get this. I'll put it behind my head. And I'm just going to have, it's the same exactly as a squat. We're going to have our feet shoulder width apart. We're going to engage our core to maintain neutral spine. And we're just going to go ahead and sit back as if we're sitting in a chair. And sometimes you might have to do it again. So just get that, yeah. And then up. You're going to feel that slow bounce against the wall.
You want contact, like?
Yeah, contact against the wall. That's the perfect way to describe it. And you can feel this in your hamstrings and your glutes. And you can go lower, or you can modify the exercise as well by putting something like a level surface. Putting it like that. We put that back a bit more actually. You can feel that, well, yeah, a lot more. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. I'm gonna try it without the first set without them and see what you think about it in your opinion. And then for the next few we'll use the plates. So if you want to go ahead there when you're ready, we're going to do 3 sets of 8. You don't have to use the bar. Keith, okay. Keith wants to use the bar. I don't know why. Okay, the brush is gone. So now make sure you have that you hit your bum off the wall, your glutes.
Let's go in closer.
Yeah, it might take you a few times. It's more like a wall. It's a wall hip hinge, not a squat. Go back a bit more.
Oh,
You know,
that?
yeah. You can feel it a lot more.
That's for your hamstrings.
Your glutes and your hamstrings, yes.
Okay, I see it now.
Yeah. It's not that much. Like, you don't need to think too much into it. Like, you literally just have to go back and hit your ass off the wall.
Yeah, I feel it.
You can
How
do.
many sets and reps?
You're gonna do 3 sets of 8.
Right, that was 3, I think.
Yeah, it was
4,
perfect.
5,
Bend your knees a little bit more.
6,
Don't be afraid to hit off the wall.
8. Boom.
Perfect. Make sure you are careful with that bar. You don't want to cause any injuries from this home gym that we have
Break
going
the
on.
bar, most importantly.
Yeah, perfectly. Now just take your time. The importance of the wall hip hinge, like the compensations that I would talk about, would be don't go into an excessive posterior pelvic tilt so that the spine does not go into flexion and cause injury in the lower back. That's not what you want. The goal is to get into an anterior pelvic tilt to load glute complex. To load glute complex for the hip hinge position. And you can elevate this, as I said a few minutes ago, with the plates. Are you ready to try that one?
Now I'm good and tall enough.
You're tall enough? No, okay, it's not like that. So I'll explain to you in more detail about that when you're ready, and we'll use the plates. And yeah, just take your time, take a deep breath.
Sounds fun.
Would you like help putting them? Just put them up against the wall, like closer.
Yeah.
You can do it that way as well, but we're doing it this way. That's too much of a wide stance. Put them closer because it's more of a deadlift movement. It's not a wide stance. It's yeah. Perfect. Are you comfortable with that? Try it out with the bar. So I think you're best off not using the bar key for this because you're on a level that you've never been before, and I don't want you injuring yourself. But it's up to you.
Okay, nice.
Okay, he's using the bar again. Good luck. Now, remember, don't go into an excessive pelvic tilt. You don't want to hurt you don't want to injure yourself.
Exactly.
Now tell me, where do you feel that?
Hamstrings.
Glutes?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Hamstrings more.
If you want to feel it in your glutes more, do more of a knee bend. Yeah, perfect.
I think
I
I need
know.
more weight for that.
More weight for that key. That's perfect. That's really good. Your spine is neutral, your chest is up, and your head is in perfect line.
Cute.
What do you think of that exercise?
Since
Since you've never tried it before.
it's good for the experience to do different exercises now, but it's not for me.
Oh, I know.
Just the time it takes setting up,
Time it takes setting up.
and it's risky.
You
Not
think
being on a
so?
level surface. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Wouldn't be for a new beginner,
But the
you know.
thing is about this exercise, like, you don't need, like, you actually you feel a lot in your glutes and hamstrings rather than just doing a squat. Do you get me? Like, it's good to do maybe for a warm-up without any.
Yeah.
You can do this exercise with a resistance band where you put the resistance bands over your shoulder. You stand on the resistance band and you put it over your shoulder.
Yeah.
And you can, like, it's grand for people who, like, this exercise would be people who have, like, back injuries.
Yeah.
And they can't do squats, they can't do deadlifts, so they do this with their resistance band or with their own body weight.
Yeah.
Like, these people who work in offices, like, they have all those injuries from just sitting down all the time. So that's why we would do that exercise. But obviously you don't work in an office, so I wouldn't put that in your training plan, you know.
Agree.
And you'd never had any back injuries as well, so I wouldn't if you're not comfortable doing that, I wouldn't push you to do it. There's no need for it.
Right, last set. We do these plates again with it.
Yeah. Last set. Engage your core, chest up, neutral spine, knees down. Perfect.
I'm not in the frame.
Perfect tilt is perfect.
Cool.
Well done. Yeah. It'll take a few minutes to set this up, the Romanian deadlift. So I'll just get the plate. Do you want to use a bit of weight for this?
Show me first over here.
Okay. No worries. Jesus, this is very risky with my phone. Okay. Now, we're going to do the Romanian deadlift now. We're going to do 3 sets of 8 like last time. Yeah. So we're going to show you this. I'll bring the camera around as well because you can't actually see it. I've just realised. It's just a basic deadlift that you've done before, but I'm gonna obviously show you how to do it. It's not too much to it, but yeah, it's more of a straight leg deadlift that we're doing. That what people would call it. We're gonna maintain neutral spine. Your head's gonna be up, chin in, tucked in. An extension of the spine will be added and the butt will stick out. This is more of like a glute workout like girls would do. I do this all the time. It's a brilliant exercise. Yeah. So you're going to put the camera on me just to show because you actually can't see it. You have to just basically stick the butt out, avoid flexion on the lower back whilst driving the lift up. You're going to make sure your spine is neutral as well. So we're going to go ahead and just we're not going to have a wide stance like a regular deadlift, normal one that we're going to do later, but we won't worry about that now. So I'm going to put my hand underneath here, I'm just going to pick it up like so and rely on my glutes to pick up that bar, and we're just going to slowly go down and up. Elevate the knees a little bit to help you lower down. Spine is neutral. Engage your core. See how my legs are quite close than a regular deadlift when I'm doing this?
Yeah.
That's what you need to focus on. That's the difference to any other deadlift that we'll be doing. Oh.
Yeah.
Now. Maintain neutral spine. Head is up, chin tucked in. An extension of the spine is added. Stick the butt out, not too much. It's good to also use your lats in this movement to help you pick up the bar as you go over your knees. Make sure the spine is neutral throughout this whole exercise. I'll also use the broom in a minute.
Let's see.
And what do you think of that exercise?
Yeah, it's cool, yeah.
Where do you find the most pressure is put on muscle-wise and joints?
Mainly hamstrings, shoulders.
Yeah?
Kind of an all-rounder, yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's, well, yeah. But compared to a normal deadlift that you would usually do, what's the difference between this one and then the other one that we did?
I feel weaker because my stance is closer. Usually the further the stance, the more powerful you are.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to go that heavy.
More maintain on your glutes. Do you think it's more glute based exercise?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Would you do that again? Would you add that to your training plan?
No, because I have my own routine, I'll probably stick to it.
Okay.
Stronger the other way.
Yeah. Stick to what you're more comfortable with. See how straight his back is. You can definitely see your glutes working. Should I exercise? How does your knees feel?
Grand, eh?
Your knees are perfect. Well done.
Three sets, eh?
Yeah. So there'll be one left. There would be.
It's the last exercise.
Yeah, no, it isn't. We have a. Well, don't worry about that right now.
Yeah.
Yep, we're nearly done.
How many more?
You want to know? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 left. But the last 2 are just like a plank and a push up. Nearly done. Do you have any questions?
No, I did.
Push the butt back. Knees slightly bending over the feet. Feet are shoulder width apart. Well done. Hands sit on the bar. Feel the stretch through your hamstrings. Go into full extension. Don't forget to breathe as well. Perfect. And the next exercise we're going to do is the regular deadlift that you would do in the gym yourself. And we're going to do 3 sets of 8. And yeah, so when you're ready, just put the camera on me and I'll show you the exercise. Now, when we're doing this exercise, like last time, we're using our lats, hamstrings, glutes, quads, core, shoulders, you could say. You name it, pretty much everything. But also good about this exercise, works every muscle. Now, I'm going to take a nice wide stance. We're going to engage our core. I take our time lifting up the bar now. You can have your hand on me here, whatever you feel safer with. And down. Engage your core. And usually there's plates there to stop you from going all the way down. I'm just going to stop midway, just below my knees. Feel it in the hamstrings and the glutes. Does that look okay to you?
Yeah.
Are you going to be okay doing that?
Yeah, just wider stands, eh?
Yeah. Wider stance.
3 sets.
That's it. Yeah, 3 sets of 8. The width of your feet should be the width of your hips. Drive your chest forward. Drive hips down. From here, your chest goes out, hips go down. Activate lats to pull you into position. Drive through the leg muscles. Drive through the hips. And your hip hinge should be all the way down. Perfect. If you want, you can add weight. What's up to you?
I'm good.
Grand. Do you have any questions?
Oh, I'm good.
Grand. At your own time. Take your time. Perfect. Straight knee bend. Engage core to keep the spine neutral. Don't forget to activate your glutes to avoid relying the weight on your lower back to avoid injury. So you don't go into flexion, and that's not what you want. It's a hot day for it now.
Yeah.
Good thing it's sunny out.
I was out here
The fuck?
doing leg day in hailstones last Friday.
Oh my god, I remember that, yeah. I was like doing my assignments and it was Hale standing at the back while he was doing his squats outside. Oh, I didn't even want to go down and laugh at you because that was mean, but it's funny to thinking about it now. Perfect. Well done. Can definitely see your lats working through your top.
They're too big, that's why.
Yeah, they're too big. Wish I had that problem. Well done. Perfect. Your spine is straight. You literally have no problems for me to talk about to correct, like, whatsoever.
Yeah, you picked the wrong person.
Yeah, I did pick the wrong person. That was the last set? Yeah, that's perfect. Right. So we're gonna go into the push up now. And do you want to use my mat, my yoga mat?
I'll use a mat too.
Yeah, okay. Right, I'll just leave the phone there for 2 seconds and I'll get my mat. Okay, make sure that doesn't fall. It's on 32 minutes. Yeah. Now in this exercise, we're going to make sure our elbows are tucked in for this push-up. If you want to modify it to make it easier for you, you can have your knees down like that, but Keith's obviously not going to do that because, you know, he was using the bar. So we're going to make sure our elbows are tucked in so they're not going out horizontally. To avoid injury, I might have to use my knees in a sec. We're going to make sure our butt isn't not sticking out because then that will cause injury in the lower back. We're going to make sure our core is engaged to maintain neutral spine and make sure our elbows are tucked in. And no, I'm going to have to use my knees for this. And the muscles we're using in this exercise is our triceps and chest and shoulders. Yeah, does that look grand to you, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Grand.
Oh, I was never put on record.
Yeah, it was.
Hey.
Oh my god, fuck's sake. Yeah.
So how many sets and reps?
We're going to be doing 3 sets of 6, so you just have to do 6 now. Okay, there's no need for that messing around. Is that all okay for you?
Yeah.
Did you have any problems?
No, I got excited at the end though.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to make you work harder now for that. It's perfect. Perfect. Maintain neutral position of full head. Pull shoulder down and back. Retract shoulder blades through the shoulder girdle. Create stability, tightness in the scapula. Activate glutes to create more of a total body tightness and more efficiency efficiency throughout the entire kinetic body chain for proper extension. Perfect.
Right, third set.
Yeah. Don't forget to activate glutes to maintain the total body tightness and more efficiency throughout the entire body again, so you don't get any injuries.
Right.
Perfect. One more left.
Set?
Yeah.
I did 3.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're talking.
Oh, so talking too much. The next exercise we want to do is a split squat. If you want, we're just going to do it here. You don't have to use any weight. But obviously you're going to want to, but we're not going to. Yeah, so my battery is low. Shit. Don't get that. Okay, so just stand there. Okay. Now, and make sure that our knees are warmed up before this exercise if you want to do stuff like this to keep them mobilized. So we're just going to take a wide stance here. In this exercise we're using our glutes and our hamstrings, and we're just going to take a nice comfortable wide stance, and we're going to slowly go down. Don't hit your knee all the way up because then you're resting, and then go back up. Make sure your knees are not caving out or caving in during this exercise. And if you want, you can hold on to a chair or hold on to these as you're going down. So when we're going down, because you're doing 3 sets of 8, you're going to go down like that. 1, 2, and so forth, and then do the next leg. Okay? Do you have any questions?
No.
Perfect. And just take your time when you're ready. Tall half kneel, eyes up, chest out. Put tension on the floor with your leg, with your foot. Glutes act as the stabilizer in this exercise. The quads and the hip flexors are used as well. Make sure your knees are not going in and out. Last thing we want is to be swaying to the side, because that will just cause injury in your knees. That's perfect.
3 sets, huh?
Yeah.
That's the last thing.
No, we have a plank after this and then we're done. Perfect. The target muscles in this exercise are the quads, glutes and hamstrings. They're all working together to drive through, up and down. They all act as the stabilizer them muscles do, to help you drive through, up and down. If you want, for the last set, if you're feeling tired, you can hold on to a chair if you like. I can get you a chair.
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Last set. Push away from the ground and push up to the top. Perfect. Grand. Now, is that the last one, yeah? Now, the next exercise we're going to do is a plank, and this is exercise E1. And we're going to do 3 sets of 20. And basically, there's lots of ways to modify this exercise. I'm going to show you now. So if you want to point the camera at me while I'm doing the plank. Similar to a push-up, you don't want to be sticking your bum out like so, like this. You want to make sure you're in a neutral position. You can use your horizontal push-up like this, or plank, sorry, or you can put your hands out like this to keep you at hip level. We're going to tense our core not drive your hips down too low. You cause pressure in the lower back and then it'll lead to injury, and that's not what we want. And we're just gonna hold like so for 30 seconds. And you can go when you're ready. Do you have any questions?
No. 30 seconds?
Yeah.
One set?
3 sets. Make sure that your shoulders are directly over your elbows.
Yeah, do you want to time me with something or are you
I'll
gonna
count, I'll tell you.
Right, go.
Go. Engage your core at all times during this exercise. Also, don't forget to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. 15 seconds left. We're using the external obliques as well in this exercise and glutes. Some people think we actually don't use the glutes, but we have to, so we don't put pressure on the lower back. It's very important. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. And if you want, you can use your knees as well to help.
Yeah.
If you get tired. And if you want to take a break at any time, that's fine as well. Are you ready?
Let's go.
And go. Form is all about stacking the joints and making sure everything is nicely stacked over each other to maintain this position. Don't forget to breathe. Tuck toes under, lift knees off the mat, find length to tailbone in the head. Don't put your head down, put it, yeah, perfect. Can you feel yourself using your glutes?
Yeah.
You probably never noticed that before until I said it, did you?
No, no.
Okay.
What time, man?
5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Well done. You just have one more left and then we're done. Do you have any questions?
No, all good.
Perfect. Perfecto. You ready? Make sure you don't rest your head down like last time. You don't want to put any strain on your neck.
Go.
And go. Find length to tailbone to the head. "15 seconds left. Well done. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Now, take your time.
Sweet.
So what did you think of these exercises I have for you today?
Yeah, they're cool, yeah.
Are you going to use them again?
Probably some, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah. What was
Maybe.
your favourite?
The deadlift.
The deadlift?
Yeah.
The regular one that you do all the time, yeah.
Overall body workout.
Yeah. And how many times a week would you do that yourself?
Do it once a week.
Alright, grand. Do you have any questions or anything? Any feedback? Honest feedback?
No, I'm all good. Looking forward to the next workout anyway.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Say thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you for watching.